My name is Andile Mathobela. I'm from a sleepy town called Warrenton. It's next to Kimberley in Northern Cape. So, back at home, everybody loves house music. So naturally growing up, I wanted to be a DJ. So I decided to come to Joburg to follow my passion of being a DJ. So I came to Joburg, like a Jimmy comes to Joburg type of thing. So when I got to Joburg, I realized that, at the time, there was like 1,000 other DJs. So I guess I didn't have the confidence to pursue the dream at the time, because I felt like this is the era when a lot of DJs started producing, and at the time I couldn't produce, I could only DJ. So I felt like, if I became a DJ at that point, I would be like many more. I wouldn't have anything unique to offer, because this is the time when Euphonic was blowing up, DJ Kent was blowing up, guys from that era, DJ Clock, guys from that era, these new breed, this is the generation after your DJ Freshes and all that. And I was inspired by the DJ Fresh, generation and how they make compilations and that. And then now there's these guys who can actually make music. And at the time I couldn't make music, so I was like, okay, cool. Maybe I need to study something so that I can have a solid foundation. So I studied media and journalism at Rosebank College, which actually ended up working out for me, because through that, 2 years later, I ended up starting my own online magazine called Zkhiphani.com, which is like the biggest urban youth magazine right now, 10 years later. So yeah, for me, it's just a delayed dream, you know what I mean? Just because my dream is delayed doesn't mean that, I gave up on it. So now, 10 years later, 12 years later rather, I'm back and I'm a DJ and I can produce music, and I'm releasing my first single called Oceans featuring Garth Brown in Chicago. Oceans is a concept, it's a love story basically. It's about, when you're a man and you've been in a situation and you just ask yourself, how did we go wrong? And the hook goes something like, where do broken hearts go? So basically, when Garth wrote that verse, we were in studio and someone close to him was going through a breakup, and he was basically just singing how the person felt on the song, So I felt like the song is deep and the melody is also deep, and it evokes emotions in you. It takes into a different dimension. Hence the title Oceans, because it's not, nothing is deeper than the ocean, and the ocean is the most mysterious place on earth. My stage name is The Journalist, and the reason why I went with that name is that firstly, so when we started Zkhiphani, I was the only writer on the website. So I went by the name The Journalist because I didn't want all the articles to be by Andile Mathobela, otherwise people are going to be like, yeah, this guy writes everything, right? So The Journalist for Zkhiphani was kind of like staff reporter for many online publications. But for the music side, what it means is that, like, every time I play a set, I don't just play a set with random songs. There's actually like a concept behind it. I'm trying in my own way. DJ is my art form, so I'm trying to communicate a certain message to the audience. So in that regard, I am the journalist because I'm reporting to you live from the decks. So yeah, just to put it simply, that's what the journalist means. It just means that I'm telling stories with my music. My sound, the journalist, I love like the fast-paced music, the drum, simply because back at home in Warrenton, people love deep house, But I grew up not liking the conventional deep house in the township where it's like, very mellow and soft, I like that beat, that beat that goes in, but with melodies as well. So I like that Afrocentric sound that today people know as afrotech. But also that sound, what I like about it is that it's appealing to a global audience. So I like music that like moves your soul, and then it's just that beat, like that beat that keeps you moving with melodies. So I would say that's my sound. So it's afrotech / EDM, but it's definitely Afrocentric and it's definitely African. So yeah, that is my sound as the journalist. Lastly, I just want to say download or stream The Journalist. That song is called Oceans, featuring Garth Brown in Chicago. And look out for me